this is Victor. I'm here with a new wiki tutorial or wiki painting, and this time I'm going to explain how to paint this type of bandage that normally we see on the miniatures from Games Workshop. And I will do two types of rebows that are just but I saw that a lot on Skavens and on Chaos and on other miniatures, especially when it's from the dark side, from the Chaos side. So I will explain how to paint these things. And I will do two examples. I will do this one like leather, and the one on the feet I will do it like a bandage but with very dirt. So let's start working on that, and let's start applying some base colors. So from the one on the hand, we can start with any medium tone brown if we want to do leathery thing. So I recommend to use, for example, XV88. We can use Morphan. We can use XV88. We can even use something that is more chocolate color, and that is this color here. That is a Gortor Brown. I think in that case I will use the XV88. That is one of the colors that most of the people have, to show how it's looking like. So what we are going to start doing is just apply that all over the place. You can use any medium-sized brush for that, and yeah, and you can apply this all over this type of bandage. I don't know exactly what this represents normally. We can apply this all over this part. We have to be careful in that miniature because there are some parts that the flesh is showing through. So I will follow this thing. Okay. But this is not and I will do this in a very easy way. So in a way that can be used almost by everybody and have a quite decent result. Because this is one of these texturized surfaces that just a little work and some techniques and make the work do the work for you. So that's apply this here. Okay. And step by step we are using this guy to do different weekly. But I think it's a good way to do it, as I think on the techniques I use for the Age of Sigmar miniatures or for the Stonecast, I think I show almost everything that I was able to show. So yeah. You can leave a little bit the black on the edges if you want, if you have primed this in black. If not, but just very little. Most likely, if the skin is looking through, we will need to retouch it because I'm going to do a wash. Okay. So, and if you paint Games Workshop miniatures, I'm pretty sure you have find something like that. Undead, Chaos, Skaven, all them have. A lot of miniatures have this type of bandage. I have seen also in Necromunda miniatures. When, for example, this cave is banned, something like that. So this is how it looks like. And now I'm going to do, while this is drying, before doing the next layer, I will do the one on the foot. And for the one on the foot, I will use Rakhart Flesh. I will start with a medium tone, and we will need to play with the shades to differentiate the bandage from the skin, that is this very white color. So let's start. Let's apply Rakhart Flesh here. As you can see, you don't need too much precision to do this job. Even this vice that is not yet, it's not in a very good condition right now. You should start changing this brush because this tip is not keeping together. Sorry. Have some visible here on this fat, on this foot as well. I'm gonna apply a little bit here. And if you want it at the end, yeah, we'll show you how to do this. Okay. Now we are going to wait that this is completely dry before doing the next layer. And once it's completely dry, I will come to do the next step. So now that it dries, have dried, the next step we are going to use Agrax Earthshade, and we are going to apply this quite generously all over these bandages, and we have to ensure that the different slots of separation between the bandages are filled with the wash. Normally the wash should go directly there. You can use the same brush we used before. You really don't need precision to do that. Just ensure that you cover all the surface that you want to wash with this with the Agrax Earthshade. Okay. If you have a pool somewhere, try to eliminate, but if the pool is inside of one of the slots, don't care, it's working well. So we do here, and we're going to do the same on the bandage on the foot. If you want bandages that are less dirt, I go for a very dirt one here. So I'm thinking you want to do a little bit of Noon oil at the end, because this is going, he's working on top of this bandage here on the foot. So instead of using shoes, this guy is using this type of thing. It's very curious. So I apply the same here. Okay. So just be sure that you have. If you want something that is less dark, you always can use Seraphim Sepia. I will know as any time that we apply a wash, we have to wait until this dries before doing the next step. So yeah, I will go back once this is dry. Now the wash is dry, so let's do the final touch. I will do two different things. So I will use now Balor Brown. You see it's yellowish color compared to XV88, that is the base color we use. We are going to paint a little bit on the bandage, but not on all the areas. So we are going to try to highlight some of the edges of these things. So let's, for example, do something like that. And here you need quite a lot of precision to do that. So you want to touch especially the ones that are more external with a little bit of this yellowish brown. This will make this contrast more versus the dark shade. Here that we have this type of knot, I'm going to go all over this place. This is another tip. So if you have something like that, you can do all the part like that. Now you take the base color, with the clean one, and you can do this. You go to the middle and you apply the base color in the middle. Okay, and you soften everything and you keep the edges with the yellowish color. We are going to put yellowish color here to match. Okay. As you can see, I try to go with, this is quite, you need some precision to do this job here, and in some points, especially on the top, I will close the bandage. So for example here, I will do something like that. Okay, and I will try to go down here, and I will try to go down here. That way I point where the light is hitting more. So I go these edges, then here on the top, I will cross over. I will be sure that I do also this back here. So this is what we do with that type of thing. And if this is just the final touch, but just doing what I did before and stopping in the step before, just doing the wash and cleaning up a little bit is enough. So you don't need to do this step if you don't want it. This is just because I like to, I'm sick for to do the best I can in each miniature, and also to show what you can do to make it really pop up. So this is how it's looking like. And now I'm going to go for the one on the foot. So this was looking like leather thing that he put on the there. Now I will go back to Rakhart Flesh. And here what I'm going to do differently is I will not highlight all the edges. I will keep it dark dirt. But what I will do is here, for example, that I have the change of direction, or with where the feet is changing to. So I will go over and I will just apply something like that. And then and this should be good enough. I will just, the only edge that I will pick is this one where is the bandage is finishing. And this should be good enough. You see, quite easy, simple and straightforward. So yeah, this is all. Here we can, that is in the top, and the top can be cleaner. I'm just going to do a small touch here to show it. And that should be all. So here it's this some bandage that I didn't pick, but it's so small you can do something like that. Okay? Yeah, and the bandage are done. And another part of this miniature is done. And in the next step we are going to use a very similar technique to do the handle of this axe. So I will do this axe full. I will do this part and I will do the metal part in the next week. So in that way we can take use of the weekly meetings to paint, to learn how to paint different parts of the same miniature. So yeah, if you see here, I think it's looking well. Let me see if I can zoom in. You can make a last look before I finish this video. So just I put it like that. Let's see if I can zoom in with my camera. Sorry, again I did it in the wrong direction. So you see here, it's too close. This whole this ribbons or bandage is looking like, and then we can look at the one on the feet. So we see here the one on the foot. Okay, how it's looking like. So yeah, remember in 2 weeks ago I explained how I did the dirt part on the cloth. Last week I explained the skin, and now I explain this type, these ribbons, and yeah, and this type of bandage that we find in a lot of miniatures in Games Workshop. So that's all for now. I hope you find interesting the weekly of the painting of this week. And please, again, if there is anything that you want to know, I will try to make the possible to cover that in the next tutorials. So yeah, that's all. Please comment, like if you like it, subscribe if not subscribe it. And as always, thanks a lot for watching. Bye.